Go get some coffee if you need some coffee. I will wait. I just had mine. That's why I have so much energy. We can spill the tea and simplify this because it's honestly straightforward. This is a safe space. You can be honest. Whisper. Hi, my name is Lesedi Dawn. I am a South African YouTuber. If you just happened to bump into this, I create content about social media management, entrepreneurship while sharing my entrepreneurship journey as well as personal development. Today I'll be sharing with you reasons why I think you should start this year. Now, I don't know if you're watching this in 2020 or 2021 or 2022 or 2025. Whenever it is that you're watching this, that is the year that I'm talking about. Okay? The reason why what year you start does not matter is because as much as you've heard people say that the market is saturated, hold up. Which market? Which market are we talking about? Like your local market, the global market, which market? There is about 7.6 billion people. So which market is saturated? Do not be misled. Do not be misled by people projecting their own fears on you. You want to start this, there's a reason why you want to start this. So I'm just going to make sure that I fill you up with enough confidence to get started and to stop listening to everyone who's telling you not to. Number one, YouTube requires you to grow some balls, okay? It takes some balls, some tits, whatever you want to call it, some bravery, some gut, some liver, some organ inside you must just want to really do it and not really care. And I will explain as to why. Being in front of the camera is scary. Now, I might look confident, give or take, but it's scary. I know it's scary because you haven't started, or if you have, you've done like one or two or few, but you've not really gotten into it. And why is that? It's because it's scary. It's scary. You will face your fears, your insecurities of being in front of the camera, not feeling like you are perfect. You are not, okay? Boop. Bursting the bubble. Neither am I. Nobody's perfect. No one is expecting you to be perfect. The reason why there is a large move from traditional TV to YouTube is because as humans, we want more relatable content. We want humanized content, and that is what YouTube is. So it is a platform that you can grow and start and find your own niche, which we'll get into at a different time, but make your own mark. Because the truth of the matter is people connect with people. People want to connect with you, but you are afraid and you're just sitting in a corner thinking about this, watching this video on a very low volume. Please take up the volume so that those around you can hear. You are going to need some balls. You're going to face some of your biggest insecurities, which is okay, because that is how they stop having so much power over you. When you accept your imperfection, you should be comfortable in any room you walk into or any conversation you have. You should be used to speaking out loud and speaking your truth. And most importantly, what you will learn from YouTube is that you will become more self-aware, more self-confident, self-assured, not because you're looking for validation, but you've gotten so comfortable with sitting by yourself, with having conversations by yourself, because if you're being honest, when someone is recording, it's just them. But there's someone on the other side of the screen, so that should be all the reassurance or the comfort that you need, okay? It does not matter if it's 2 people, 20, 200, 2,000, 20,000, 200,000, or 2 million. Just get comfortable with knowing that someone is going to see your content and they're going to find value in it. Reason number 2 why you're going to want to start your own YouTube channel is because it is a great way for you to figure out what you like, what you love, what your interests are, and which markets you want to dominate. You can't figure that out until you have dabbled and you've experimented and you know that, okay, I do enjoy video. Video is for me. These conversations are aligned with my brand and it's a great way to deliver my purpose. Or alternatively, you could find that you don't enjoy being in front of the camera, and that too is okay, but you will not know that until you try. A big highlight here, do not feel the need to niche down too soon. I know so many other YouTubers will tell you, find your niche, but how do you find your niche when you don't even know what you like, ma'am? So start somewhere, start posting something, anything, until you're comfortable enough to say, okay, this is really rubbish, this I've outgrown, and this is me, this is what I love, this is what I'm good at. Fun fact, I started my own YouTube channel in 2017, and back then, honestly, I was posting anything and everything. It was fun. I was posting about my own DIY headboard. I was posting get ready with me. I don't know where I was going, but I was getting ready, okay? I was posting content that I would enjoy watching and other people enjoyed watching. It was fun, okay? Just lost momentum because at that point I did not know my why, and like I said, I was doing it for fun, so it wasn't necessarily a priority at the time. I was doing it when I had the time to do it, which means from every weekend to once a month to every 3 months to once a year, okay? I then relaunched it in 2020 after I had rebranded and relooked at ways of packaging what I have to offer the world, and I knew that I wanted to focus on these two main areas. Firstly, sharing my entrepreneurship journey. Secondly, sharing about personal development. I realized that those are two areas where a lot of people felt like they needed to know more, especially from people that either have similar backgrounds to them, so whether they're South African or, you know, growing up in a developing country or a third world country. Therefore, the challenges that they faced were somehow a little bit more relatable. I just wanted to share my journey, and I knew that so many other people would find it relatable. And that is how I've maintained being so consistent, by posting 1 or 2 times a week, at least once a week. It's because I know my why. I know that there's someone else on the other side of the screen that finds this sort of content valuable. So I decided that I can be the person that shares my journey, given that so many people don't. I don't want to share it 10 years from now when I am a billionaire. I want to share it now so that you can see me struggle, okay? So you can see me make mistakes, and you can learn from my mistakes so that you don't have to make the same mistakes. Thirdly, no experience goes wasted. I don't care who says what. Anything you learn in this life, you can use it for your advantage because you know better. You have a skill. You are up one level because you can do something that so many people are afraid of doing, like speaking in front of a camera. Maybe you do this for 6 months and you decide it's not for you. Nonetheless, you would have tried it and you would have now known, versus always wondering what if. You would have had fun. Or 6 months from now, you might realize that your audience is growing, they're finding you entertaining, or they are learning a lot from your content. They're finding it very educational and you are adding value, and you are starting to see that this could be something, you know. 6 months from now, you could buy your camera, you could get a ring light, you could start taking this YouTube thing seriously, because a year from now it could honestly be another income stream. But see, you would not know unless if you tried. So please try. Please try. Please try. Give yourself 6 months of being intentional, of really committing to this YouTube thing, of posting consistently. And consistently looks different for everyone, but I would say if you can, at least once a week. If that's too much, every second week is good enough. As you grow your audience and you start making money from YouTube, you will then realize that it's worth the investment, it's worth your time. And as your audience grows, you will start also feeling a little bit more comfortable being in front of the camera, knowing what value your audience expects to get from you, and then making sure that you are delivering exactly that. Number 4 is something that a lot of YouTubers do not speak about. Many just speak about how they blew up and, you know, how they started making money on YouTube and how they grew from, you know, 100 subscribers to 1,000 to 10,000 to and now getting the 100,000 plug from YouTube. I don't think many share as to how much time goes into this thing. You're gonna want to know that. You're gonna want to know that you're going to need to invest your time it is an investment that you're making, one mostly to your personal development. Like I said, if you take nothing from this, you would have grown as a person. Secondly, it could potentially be a business, or it could be a side hustle with another income stream, or a way for you to drive traffic to your actual business, to your website, and whatever other products or services that you provide. It is a platform, and what you do with it is entirely up to you, but you're going to need to invest your time, and that looks different again for everyone. One thing you're gonna want to know: filming a YouTube video does not take 10 minutes, okay? Probably an hour, if not longer, just to get the right things. If lighting changes and you might need to refilm all of that, you want to know that, and I'm just gonna be honest with you so that you know what you're getting yourself into. Also, editing does not take 10 minutes. Again, maybe your first video because you think you've done well, and that 10 minutes is sufficient. Maybe for your first one, but long term you're going to realize that all those effects, all those after effects, all that is edited in the background that makes your video look even better requires some time, maybe an hour, maybe two, I don't know. So you're gonna want to make sure that you do have time that you can put aside in order for you to be able to dedicate to your YouTube channel. Again, we said that for the first 6 months you are going to want to commit without worrying too much about the results and measuring too much, but learning as much as you can. Another thing that also takes time is the research. You don't just film a video and post it for the sake of posting, because then is it even searchable? What title did you use? Is that something that people are looking for, or you're just having fun and that's just to share? You're diarizing, it's just to share with your friends or your family, because maybe you're traveling, which right now nobody is. So if you are starting a YouTube channel right now, make sure that it serves a purpose. Do research as to other channels similar to the kind that you want to start. Get inspired, don't copy, get inspired. Learn as much as you can about the YouTube platform. Learn about what videos do well, but also learn about what videos you see yourself doing, making sure that you're getting the titles right, and then there's thumbnails, and then there's tags and all of that. So you're going to want to do research to make sure that what you put out onto this platform performs really well. Number 5, if you are going to take YouTube seriously, you should be treating it like a business or a side hustle from the get-go. I'm saying this because I don't want you to just treat it as a hobby. I want you to treat it seriously and get committed, and therefore not find yourself posting once every 4th month, because what traction are we going to drive there? That is not enough. Make sure that you're putting your best foot forward each time with every video. You don't need fancy equipment to start. I am filming this from my iPhone. I have a ring light that is as good as it gets. I've got my MacBook here, but that's it. That's what I started with. Natural light is backing me up, but I have a little ring light just for that added extra glow, I guess. But I did not break the bank in starting this channel, and I don't want you to break the bank either. I don't want you to use that as an excuse as to why you can't start. Start now. Start this weekend. Start this weekend. Okay, start this weekend. If you are going to start this weekend, let me know in the comment section. If you need some help just trying to figure out where to start based on your interests, I'm happy for us to jump on a one-on-one strategy session where I can help you strategize for your YouTube channel. I will link down my email address in the description box. It's always linked in every video, but I will just mention it there again. Hit me up on Instagram as well through DM, and we can get the conversation started in terms of a strategy session for you to position yourself on YouTube. Here's the thing. I honestly believe that your gift will make room for you. That is why when people speak about the market being saturated, just face your fear and start. Then learn as much as you can about the platform so that you can grow, okay? whether it's learning about your audience, learning about what to do right, learning about your niche or areas that you find interest in, whether that is fashion or whether that is lifestyle content, doing vlogs, or maybe you love cars and you want to do car reviews. Look at other car reviewers on YouTube to see how they tend to go about it, so that you can structure and strategize for your channel in a way that allows you to win. Honestly, the world is your oyster, and YouTube is a platform that allows you access to the world. Therefore, if I'm not mistaken, that means that YouTube is your oyster. Don't sleep on yourself. The time is now. Get started. You'll figure it out as you go. Book that strategy session if it's going to help you along your journey. If you're afraid of maybe putting yourself out there without any plan, let's book a strategy session. Let's get you moving. Let's get you started, okay? That's it from me today. I hope that you found this video valuable and that you learned a thing or two, and that you finally do have the guts and the balls and the nipples and the livers and whatever other organ in you that is going to be required to get you from point A to point B. Finally, that you are ready to start. The time is now. That is it from me. Till next time. Bye.